believe in those things, or for that matter, in liberal democracy or capitalism. They hate this country. They want to tear it down. They are totalitarian in their beliefs and in their aims. Even if they didn't use violence, Antifa would still be illegitimate and a threat to America. None of that seems to matter to Kamau Bell. He's happy to stand up on stage and call his opponents Nazis. That's not a label you use on people you want to debate. It's a label you use to incite rage. He had to know how this would end. He did it anyway. In the days since, Bell has not apologized. On Twitter, he issued a statement saying he wants a world safe for, quote, black people, brown people, LGBT people, immigrants, refugees, Muslims, Jewish people, pagans, Unitarian Universalists, Mormons, disabled people, poor people, mentally ill people, all people of color, Sikhs, Palestinians, homeless people, Houston's people, and all people affected by the hurricane, climate change scientists, public school teachers, freedom fighters, people caught up in the criminal justice system over some BS, minimum wage workers, open micers, and even white people, especially the white allies out in those Berkeley streets today, and the white half of my children. Well, that's a long list, but not everyone, as you'll notice, got equal treatment. Imagine if we spoke at a rally where right-wingers in masks tried to kill people they disagreed with, Hillary voters maybe. And then afterward, we issued a statement saying we were just working on behalf of whites, Christians, gun owners, taxpayers, maybe even some black people, especially those who voted Republican. How would that go over? This show would be canceled quickly, and it would deserve to be canceled. If you're not willing to say you want a world safe for all Americans equally, you are peddling hate, and Bell is. We contacted CNN to see if they had any response to one of their anchors stoking violent extremism as a side gig. They have not responded so far. We also invited Bell on tonight to see if he'd be willing to defend what he did. He wasn't. Joe Concha writes about media for The Hill. He joins us tonight. So, Joe, we couldn't get a response out of CNN, which is a little odd for a news organization to refuse to comment about something. Is this within bounds, though, one of their hosts to be addressing a rally like this filled with people in black masks, Antifa, through a bullhorn?
Let's be clear who Antifa is. Obviously, they're a group that even Nancy Pelosi has denounced. Laura Ingraham on this network has suggested they should be labeled a terror organization. Berkeley's mayor has called them a criminal gang. So this is not a group that you want any network host within 1,000 yards of at a rally addressing. There's a hard and fast rule at every news organization, Tucker, and that is that hosts cannot, or journalists or reporters for that matter, cannot attend rallies or speak at rallies that its newsroom may be covering. It's a conflict of interest, it's a whole bowl of wrong, and this is something that CNN needs to address and actually give Kamau Bell a simple ultimatum. You're either an activist or you're a host, but you cannot be both, because this is reflecting on us. It makes us look bad, so I hope they have that conversation soon, but I'm afraid that we have precedent here, Tucker. Van Jones, who's a pundit and a host on that network as well, he spoke at a rally one day after Donald Trump's inauguration, January 21st. That was the same rally where Madonna said that she wanted to blow up the White House. So nothing was done then with Van Jones. I doubt anything will be done with Kamau Bell as well, and that conflict of interest is simply very difficult to ignore for a major international news organization.
So they'll say, look, Kamau Bell is not a journalist. He is a contract employee or hosts a show for us, a weekly show. And, you know, that might be good enough for me, to be completely honest, if this were just a normal political rally, but this was a rally at which